Welcome to this short introductory presentation on planning with MindGenius. I'm Jamie MacDonald. The aim of this presentation is to provide you with a short introduction and overview of the use and key benefits of MindGenius for a range of planning activities. So let's go straight into MindGenius and use it live throughout the presentation. To start with, a couple of items to provide a bit of context and focus. Firstly, a definition of plan and planning. A plan is a detailed proposal for doing or achieving something. Another definition could be a statement of intent to organize effort and resources to achieve an agreed outcome. And planning itself, of course, is the process of making these plans. I'm sure you'll agree that thorough and proper planning is crucial to the success of an objective, a business plan, a strategy, a task, a project, etc. We've all heard and maybe even used the famous mantra, failing to plan means planning to fail, or similar variations. How many times have we been in situations where projects or plans have gone off target or failed because of inadequate planning, usually resulting in unnecessary time, effort, resources, and cost? So let's use some live practical examples of how using MindGenius will bring increased efficiency and productivity to your everyday planning activities. I would like us to look at the planning process in 3 stages. 1, getting started. 2, creating the plan. And 3, implementing the plan. So the first stage, getting started. This is mostly about quickly exploring the task or subject, identifying what you need to do, and fully understanding where you are and where you need to be. Firstly, I'm going to show you how to effortlessly and effectively capture ideas, knowledge, and information by building a map. For the purposes of this demonstration, and only as one particular example, I'm going to create a map that I can use to carry out a SWOT analysis to establish and understand the current situation, an important aspect of any planning process, and helping to resist the temptation to leap forward or to go to solution mode too quickly. So I simply select to do a new map and simply start typing my topic in the middle of the branch. It's waiting for me to type, so just type and press return or the enter key on the keyboard. So it's type and return, as we call it. Having entered my topic, I simply type and enter the first level, if you like, of my map. And as I type and return, my topics appear. And it's a very simple process, but it's that simple, quick, and effective process that helps you. The easiest way to start a map, but is in fact the way to quickly build and add further detail and information and build on the content. To save time, this is what the map would have looked like if we had time to build it up using the type and return function to build out on the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. If I want to expand my thinking and drill down on any aspect of further detail, I simply highlight that branch and use the type and return. And I would go on ad infinitum to add as much level as detail to any of the topics. In real practical terms, in your day-to-day planning situations, this simple, quick, and visual process, ensuring knowledge, ideas, information, experience, and creativity get quickly captured, drill down to any level of detail, allowing you to fully explore and visualize the subject matter, all saving time and effort and being far more productive than some cumbersome traditional methods such as flip charts, post-its, whiteboards, and so on. To save time, here's another example of a map using this questioning or prompting approach to solving a problem. And this is actually who, what, where, when, and how, the 5 W's and 1 H. And I'm sure you've used that before. But the mapping makes it succinct, makes it clearly understood, and you can follow it and obviously add the detail. One of the important issues at this stage is that although I've used specific examples around the prompting elements, MindGenius starts as a blank canvas. That virtual whiteboard or posted pads and flip charts in front of you there. The white space on your screen replaces that cumbersome notebook, the flip chart, the whiteboard, and will enable you to create your flow, your structure, and capture your knowledge and your experience and creativity. What a potent combination for any planning, situational analysis, or fact-finding exercise. Worth mentioning at this stage that there's a template area on the right-hand side of MindGenius, templates that act as examples, formats, layouts, and processes around many business, personal productivity, planning, and problem-solving approaches. These help you get started. So if you select a topic, there's a list of maps. Take your map. By clicking on it, and that it'll start the map. It'll give you a starter for 10 to allow you to build around that particular model. Also, you can save your own maps as templates for reuse, sharing best practice, and generally saving time and effort, preventing you from reinventing wheels. As I hinted earlier, MindGenius is about being a real alternative to your cumbersome traditional methods. Here's another great time saver for working with information. What if we need to work with identifying themes and groupings, patterns, or let's say priorities in our information? Again, to save time, I've used a pre-prepared map. This map depicts an unstructured brainstorm or capture of information ideas for an improvement plan. To gain further clarity, I can group the content into themes or suitable groupings. Allow me to show you a map, or the map that depicts the same information but grouped to help you gain clarity and better understanding. Through the quick and easy drag and drop functionality, I'm able to move any branch anywhere in a map to order, hierarchy, and structure in any other branch. So I can drag and drop the branches around anywhere in the map, similar to using lifting and moving posted pads on a wall. And this easy drag and drop you can move anything from one area to another. And I'm sure you agree that this restructured map provides a better focus and clarity than the original large single layered map where everything was all over the place. And also, I would argue, starts making sense and possibly removing the need for this type of approach, the cumbersome traditional methods that we use. Worth mentioning too is that in live situations, this visualization also allows you to identify gaps. So not only do you visualize the information that you know about or the data that exists, but you're able to visualize what is not there. Again, ideal for scoping, planning, and process improvement, to mention but a few examples. Another great function that allows us to gain clarity and understanding, in particular when there's a need for prioritizing, scoring, or ranking and rating the information, is the application of categories within MindGenius. So I want to share with you now the way that MindGenius enables you to prioritize and analyze information. As with any similar information gathering exercise or brainstorm, we need to quickly move to possibly prioritizing the information to come to well-informed decisions on what to concentrate on, what action to action first, something that we find difficult in these unwieldy, time-consuming whiteboards, flip charts, and pieces of paper all over the place. To show you this, I'm going to use the map I used a moment ago, the ideas plan, the improvement plan. The only difference, as you can see from the coloured icons on each branch, is that we've been able to categorize, to apply categories to map branches, in this case, high, medium, and low from our impact category group. Once applied, which incidentally, the application of categories is a very powerful and collaborative exercise in terms of the real life discussions, agreements, and decision making that goes on in a meeting, for instance. Once applied, MindGenius has a filter capability that you can filter on any particular category to bring that into view and to possibly save as a separate map to allow you to start on the priorities. It also allows you to create a different map, a map that lays out everything in categories per branch. There's a large selection of categories installed in MindGenius, performance ratings, decision-making ratings, risk factor scorings, and so on and so forth. But you can customize it to your own ability by adding your own or changing ours. One of the main points here, I suppose, is that the use of categories is ideal for ranking and rating different aspects of any plan in terms of priority, importance, etc. A very important function as well in MindGenius is to help you build knowledge and also to navigate mapped information is Map Explorer here on the left-hand side. Map Explorer replicates the structure of the map in an expandable, collapsible format. Selecting a topic on Map Explorer isolates that section or that single topic into the screen view. This particular element provides you more white space to allow you to brainstorm each topic in turn to add further knowledge, information and experience around that topic. It's also extremely useful for getting away from the clutter and the noise of a potentially complex plan and to allow you to focus on aspects of it. It also provides the additional benefit enabling you to present the contents of your findings, and in terms of meetings and mapping sessions allow you to revisit and review the content as a whole or in chunks. Also, in many fact-finding or exploratory sessions, we have existing data, facts and information and knowledge already in existence within the organisation, within the team. This may be other MindGenius maps, Word documents, spreadsheets, presentations, audio, video clips, web pages, etc. If it helps to cross-reference any of these pieces of knowledge, we can insert, we can attach or hyperlink to that information to help us gain clarity and understanding of the topic, to have that data at our fingertips to back up our planning and analysis process. We simply create a hyperlink and then that document is available as a click through and having that information, as I said, at our fingertips. And you can apply as many links and attachments to any branch as you see fit to help you in that gathering, fact-finding, planning exercise. So up to this moment, we have really, I suppose, looked at the initial fact-finding, knowledge gathering, capturing front end and how we could group, qualify, categorize and prioritize information and data. I want to introduce you the notion that MindGenius can be equally time and labor saving as well as highly effective for taking emerging decisions and turning them into outputs and taking the plan forward. To do this quickly, to save time and effort, I will demonstrate through this example map of a marketing plan, but please be assured the functionality is easy and quick to apply in all cases. First of all, the ability to apply resources from the task ribbon, giving ownership to tasks, the ability to apply due dates, in this case a due date and an owner there. So it's the what, the who and the when, classic task management. We can then, if we wish, just manage the process on from MindGenius day to day or week to week at our meeting. It's been highly visual. If we wish, if we use Outlook, we can export tasks to Outlook in this case, and we can also synchronize back. Once that person is managing the task in Outlook, MindGenius will synchronize back to update its task status and progress to keep that tracking alive. And you can filter on any aspect of task progress, due dates, and statuses of tasks to monitor progress against your agreed plan. And continuing the theme of efficient delivery and action-centered approach to and the output side of MindGenius, we can create work breakdown structures for planning projects. We can in fact manage projects. It goes on to either export any map to MS Project or use an integral Gantt view within MindGenius. No need for costly or difficult to use products. So MindGenius can plan and monitor and manage projects through mapping and its integral Gantt view, and of course filtering and reporting to keep on top of progress of tasks. Also, in terms of further implementation and communication and collaboration of your plans, your maps can be used, of course, live at meetings to discuss and track plans and objectives. You can also export maps to MS Office packages, so you can export a map to MS Word, to PowerPoint, to Excel, and to Project. MindGenius acting as a creative front end to document authoring, to presentations, so that when you export, the quality and content and the high standard of input is of a high quality because they have been well planned and well thought through in MindGenius. So I hope you've seen the power and appreciate the power of MindGenius, not just as a mapping tool, but as a viable productivity tool, a daily use way of working to do a lot of planning and a lot more. A huge benefit and value to your key planning activities. Increased efficiency and a more visual and productive way of working, of collaborating, saving you time and effort, not to mention the all-important clarity and focus at every stage, taking you from thinking through to planning and on to taking action. Finally, what's next for you? If you haven't downloaded MindGenius yet, I would strongly recommend you do so. We offer a full product 30-day download. There's also many resources available to you, both within the product and from the resources section on our website at www.mindgenius.com, all there to help you get up and running and get yourself planning using MindGenius. If you have downloaded, there are many resources available to you, both within the product and from the resources section on our website, www.mindgenius.com, to help you get up and running. We have a series of weekly live webinars, details and free registration available on our website. You can access a whole host of on-demand videos and recorded presentations and documents, again, from our website. But please don't hesitate to contact us and speak to us personally, direct if you require further help. We will do our very best to help or assist you. If you have been in contact with one of our account managers, either email them direct or call them or email them direct, or email us at support@mindgenius.com. If you're an existing user, you require further help or assistance to either help you become a better user or to enable wider adoption within your team or organization, we do have many resources available to you, such as tutorials, videos, how-to guides, etc. Please visit our website or contact your account manager or email us at support@mindgenius.com. We also offer a range of tailored client development services, training consultancy, and implementation or adoption services. Just again, contact us for details. But for now, from myself, Jamie MacDonald, and from the whole MindGenius team, thank you for taking time for this presentation.